Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Julie and I'm here to do my reaction video for season 3 episode 6 of Sex Education. This time the title of the episode is again episode 6, and you might wonder why I'm looking at things. It's just that right now, an hour ago or so, there has been an earthquake here in my country. We do live in an earthquake zone, and I was just like, I wasn't here when the earthquake happened. I was in my dining room, and I was trying to check out if something moved out of place, but it doesn't seem that way. So we cool. But yeah, it was a scary earthquake, to be honest, you know. And I had to grab Josh and then go up into the 4th floor to try to, help my sister-in-law, to get the babies, to come downstairs, because it was big. It was really big and long. It was like, I don't know, 30 seconds. I don't know. And when you say, oh, it's just 30 seconds. But when you are in an earthquake, every fucking second counts and it feels like an eternity, So I was able to bring them back down, and we waited here at my house just so we were a little bit more safe in case there was another one, so we could, get out and be safer, So yeah. But anyways, now I'm going to react to episode 6 like I have planned for today, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys like it. And yeah, last episode we had the trip to France, and also the reunion between Maeve and Otis, and I really hope they can fucking make it happen already, because the ups and downs and the timing and all of it not happening, it's really getting on my nerves. And I actually enjoyed Ruby and Otis, and I think they had a lot of potential, and I will have been extremely comfortable with them being an endgame, because it's so out of place and it's so out of the blue, and they make a really good, cute couple, and I would have loved it. But they decided not to go with that, and they decided to go back with Otis and Maeve. So I really hope that this time is for real and they actually do happen, and like they stop annoying me with that. You know what I mean? And it's not that I don't care about them. It's just that it just feels like the writers just set in stone that it was always going to be Maeve and Otis, and they have been playing with that. And I don't know, it kind of feels a little bit forced. I'm not gonna deny it, but I'm not gonna hate on them. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna like them. I don't know, maybe I will. Who knows? But the thing is that I don't want them to continue fighting and to be apart. If this is going to be the moment where they finally are together, let them be, Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. We're gonna watch episode 6. We're also gonna watch. We're gonna have Eric in Nigeria. Hopefully he's safe. We're gonna see what's happening. What's gonna happen there. I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys continue supporting for more. Thumbs up, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. UNCUT reaction. It's always posted first on Patreon in case you guys want to check that out. Link, as always, will be in the description down below. And for now, I think that's about it. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. Let's just begin with season 3, episode 6 of Sex Education. Here we go.
She said, I don't love you, Lord Vernon, but
that's Lily.
I do want to have sex with you. Lord Vernon agreed to have sex with Candy.
I'm going to have to confiscate this, Lily. And I need to speak to your parents.
Aww, they don't let her be.
Lily, nice girls don't really talk about all that FTX stuff.
I hate that because, like, you're supposed to hide it like it's something bad. Who wrote this? Who is Hannah Buck? Fuck. Are you kidding me? What? She can write?
I had a big fight with my best friend Maeve, and I'm feeling really sad about it. But also, like, I want to punch her in the face.
Yeah.
Why don't we talk about it?
Each other. And yes, he's been a bit of an arsehole, but he's apologised a lot. And she isn't the easiest person to get to know, so it's not like...
How was he an arsehole? Who's that from?
It's Eric.
You can talk about whatever you like once you come to school wearing the correct uniform.
How
What the
exactly would you
fuck?
define correct?
Layla is a perfect example of how you can express your identity and still abide by school rules.
No, she doesn't want to make a fuss out of it. This is another response to your dictatorship. Hope.
Like non-binary person.
Layla, you can step back, thank you.
Is there too much power and multiple otherness for you?
Like I said,
Yeah.
come to me when you're sticking to protocol.
What a fucking
Believe I
dickhead.
go through poo at a
Why are we in the paper again? And why have I been fielding complaints from parents telling to show them that this place has changed? If we don't get the next round of money, we are screwed. Do you understand?
Yes, I will not let you down.
Of course you do. So supportive. Hi, Hope. Sorry, it is about. I can come back.
Honestly, you know what? Someone is giving you that type of treatment and then you take it onto the students makes you even a worse person, Hope.
Fortunately, things are a bit tight at the moment, and so they said no.
Oh shit. So she
I'm
got
so sorry, Maeve.
she got in and
it's fine.
it doesn't matter?
Hopefully your family can find the money.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck you.
I like Isaac.
Here we go again?
Something good.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it, dude. I just don't get it.
I've asked you all here to announce a new direction for your school. Moordale Secondary will soon be known as Sparkside Academy.
What? You're gonna call them out
So
there?
Lily Eigelhart, Cal Bowman, and Adam Groff.
What the fuck is this? Well, you're trying to humiliate them?
I am a slovenly troublemaker.
A little louder, please.
Really?
I don't think my story was dirty.
Then why is everyone laughing at you?
What the fuck? Hope.
Unhygienic and put my peers at risk.
Allowed to remove your sign until I say so.
Fuck you, Hope.
Back to class.
What an asshole you are.
Your mum took Elsie for a walk at a visitation, but she didn't come back. I think she's kidnapped her.
What?
Oh
Have you got a
shit.
girlfriend, Eric?
Eric doesn't have time for girlfriends. He's too busy focusing on his schoolwork. Yeah.
You, why are you not smiling? You're ruining my picture. Okay, one, peace smile.
What a beautiful smile he has.
Hi.
Yeah.
She needed a lift.
That's convenient.
Shut
Well, I better
up.
go inside and help.
I'm Maeve's friend. He is her complicated love interest.
You used to be her friend until you were an arsehole at that.
The only arsehole here is the man who deleted my voicemail without telling her.
Right outside, both of you.
What are you talking about choosing? You're so deluded.
Oh, you haven't told him.
Anything happened between you guys on the trip then?
Yeah.
So,
Well, good luck finding him, Maeve.
Isaac, don't go. Ever since you stopped doing the clinic, you stopped caring about anyone but yourself.
No, that's not true. It's just not my responsibility.
I think you should go. I don't want to see you anymore.
oh,
Maeve,
I don't get it, man.
I was just dropping off your book.
Would you like to come in for a chat?
I keep reading the things Maureen said about me to you. And I think they're all true.
Let's use the forum to ask people how they really feel about Hope's new values. If enough people don't like what she's doing, then maybe we can change things.
And I do not have the privilege to fuck up school.
Viv, I know you're not an idiot. You're the smartest person I know, but you're kidding yourself if you think she cares about your dreams.
You're our head girl. And having a strong, smart, young woman of color leading the way shows how progressive we are as a school.
That's why she
So
chose
it's about
you.
how it looks.
Of course it is.
Will you be coming to student forum?
Our petty little peers realize that you're not that special, and that the real world doesn't care about your supposed issues, the better.
Wonderful. Wonderful. You recorded that. Yes!
Dad, wait. He was just different from my mum.
I think Michaela's crying, Dad.
What? Why are you crying? Stop it. You're a boy. Boys don't cry.
What I'd like you to do is to find something that makes you happy.
I like having them around. It feels normal for once.
And now you're breaking up.
That's over. Isn't it?
Well, but...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Father. He was a very local guy, yo. So bush. Mommy didn't even think he had any prospect.
Wow. Wow.
But he's proven us all wrong.
Well, doesn't care
Oh!
about issues. The Queen has had quite enough of this naval days identity.
You go, girl!
Because I know I'll never have this for myself.
Because you're queer.
You know what I mean?
I think I know.
We weren't supposed to talk about that here.
There are lots of people like us here. We just have to speak quietly. I'm going out after this if you want to meet them.
Oh, is it safe?
I don't think I can.
You want me to help you write a poem for my ex-boyfriend? This is a bad poem. You need to write from your heart. How about you? What do you like?
I like dogs.
He does.
Something short and sweet.
Oh, no. You have a boyfriend, remember that? A boyfriend you love very much.
Oh, yeah?
Take me to my people then.
Little bit sweats.
Uh-oh. He just walked away from you? Okay.
So I just don't...
I was checking escape routes.
Escape?
I've got you. I promise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure about this. At home.
Come home.
Eric, you do have a boyfriend. Eric, what are you doing? What are you doing? They're all gonna know that you didn't spend the night there.
Why'd you tell everyone Dad is a successful accountant? Are you ashamed of him or something?
Not at all. But my mother didn't always approve of your father, so it's been easier to lie. Being with your dad, I always felt at peace.
I don't want to pretend, Mom.
I love that you're not afraid to be yourself, Eric. Maybe one day I get there too. But it takes time.
The boyfriend you had, by the way.
Actually, Mommy, Eric is dating someone. I told him not to tell you until he knew it was serious.
They don't talk much, but they really love dogs. They make me laugh a lot. And I think you'd really like them.
Laughter does wonders for the heart. You sound like a good choice.
I mean, little by little, right? Back to reality. Okay, guys, so that was the end. I was finishing my candy. Anyway, so that was the end of season 3, episode 6 of Sex Education. So yeah, lots of things happen. Sorry. In the previous episode, we are we see Hope, right? In a different setting than the school. She's actually the hospital, and we are informed that she is, has been trying to get herself, pregnant, but it has been unsuccessful. And it has been several tries, I think. But she has not abandoned the idea of still, becoming, having a biological child, right? Which I understand the need. I think there is very primal need sometimes for women and men to how can I say it? To kind of, continue or line, to continue, that biological need, I guess. I don't know. It's something I can't really explain, I wouldn't have another child myself. Not by myself, not by adopting, not by, my partner having a child. I wouldn't do it, again. I did it. I loved it. I still do it. I still love it. But I think that's my, I was put here in this earth by whatever superior power you believe in or not. And that was it. I was supposed to have the one child, and I have it, and that's it. I did what I had to do, and I'm happy. He brings me joy. He brings me happiness, and, that's it. So I understand hope in that regard, but I don't know what it will have been if I wouldn't have been able to get myself pregnant. I will have considered the option of adopting, and maybe continue trying. That doesn't mean that I will just give up that, but I will give my body the chance to recover. But the thing is that with doing that with Hope in the previous episode, I feel that they tried to humanize her before we see her true colors. Trying to say, she might be doing this because she is dealing with that, And to be honest, there is absolutely no excuse in the world for the way she treated the kids today specifically. She has been giving this microaggressions time and time again to the kids, especially to the ones that do not fit in, right? There are not your Jackson Marchettis and, you're this person or that person or, at the end of the day, she is there to do a job, have a salary, and that's it. She doesn't care, I don't even feel bad about the fact that she has a boss that she is responding to, that she has to answer to, that is not pleased with the results that she's getting. Because I think that they are trying to, instead of moving with times, they are trying to go back in time. And as far as I know, there is no time machine. Okay? So, abstinence, just, put them all in the same universe. All of them look the same and act the same and all fill in the same boxes. That is from the past. What a way for the press to stop calling them these kids sexual deviants and all of that will be to actually address the issues that these kids are having, which is misinformation about what happened with the chlamydia thing, that they thought it was airborne and whatever, and, and they could get, contagious about that, why they needed to have Otis as someone there to help them, all of that. They should have addressed all of that, put more people there on the campus to actually talk to them, get to the bottom of things. And so kids will have been able to have more tools to deal with the things that they have to deal, because they are teenagers living in today's world. So it's stupid that instead of doing that, they decided to, let's go step back. you know? And let's do the abstinence. Let's not talk about actual sex. Let's dress them all in uniforms. Let's just, you know, do it the old-fashioned way. Because if it worked for our parents, why wouldn't it work now? It did not work for our parents. Our parents had to deal with it. You know, us, myself included, had to deal with it because it was what we had at the time. You know, the whole boys don't cry thing. Look how well it turned out for Michael. I mean, he fits in the box of like, he had a marriage, he had kids, but he was unhappy and making everyone in his life unhappy as well because of how his dad was. And probably how his dad was, how the dad, you know, his grandfather was, and, you know, but at some point you have to cut down that vicious circle, you know, and realize that the times have changed. And it's not that the previous generations did not suffer. It's just that they didn't have the ways and the tools to speak up. Now we do. And that's the reason why you see more cases. And that's why we're trying to, instead of, you know, punishing them, embarrassing them, and all of that, we have different tools to deal with it. Yes, you might say, oh, now everything is a problem and kids are so sensitive and whatnot. Maybe some kids are a bit more sensitive. And you know why we know now? Is because we now talk about it, because kids are a lot more free to talk about their issues. It's not that before it didn't exist, it's that before it wasn't talked about. Okay? Being assaulted in a bus or in any other place, like what happened to Amy, happened to a lot of women. It's not that it didn't happen before, it was that it was not talked about. That's the only thing. Now women are more capable and are a little bit more sure, even though we still have a lot way to go, but they are able and they now talk about it. They go to the police. They, you know, they talk about these issues and then raise awareness about it. And that's why now it seems to happen more than it happened back then. Because we have more people speaking up. We have more ways to expressing ourselves. We have Twitter, X, Facebook. We have Instagram. We have YouTube. We have every place so we can talk about it, you know? And a little bit more than we did before. We have a little bit more help in mental health care. Could be better? Yes. It could always be better. We always should aim for more. But it's a lot better than it used to be. You know, so in their way of trying to humanize Hope, the only thing that they did was villainize her even more, in my opinion. What she did, putting those things, you know, calling them up on stage to put that there for them to be embedded. You don't know what you like. Literally, you are putting them in so much danger. I mean, for someone like, for instance, Adam, you know, he didn't even know how to read that word, which is something that he's struggling with, you know, and Hope is making fun of it. And she's like, you know, because you threw the poop and whatever. He put, you know, that, and he had no problem with it. He, you know, those kind of things sometimes go by him and it doesn't matter to him. You have Cal, and what did to them, it was that they were inspired to fight back. But what did it did to Lily? Push her farther down into this identity crisis that she's having, where she's, you know, sad and upset that her entire life she's being called the weirdo, you know, that she can't express herself, that she will always be labeled as that. And it's terrible. It's a terrible feeling. Like, I can't imagine what could have happened, you know, if she is a little bit more fragile. And like, you don't know how the kids are gonna take it. Like I said, all three different people Cal, Lily, Adam. 3 different people, 3 different reactions from it, you know. But what if something would have happened to Lily? What if she will have done something, you know, because she was too embarrassed, because she was, it's just such a difficult thing to deal with. And the only thing Hope is doing is adding more to the fire, you know, more fuel to the fire. And it's just disgusting, you know, because she wants the results, or because she's having a bad day or a bad week or a bad month or whatever. You know, she's a bully. She is. There is no need. I mean, you can go through hell and back in your personal life, you know? But, like, the moment you decide to bring that anger with you to the place you work, and where you're working with young kids, well, young adults, but still young, impressionable, that can get scared and all of that, and you're putting it there, it's kind of, like, disgusting that she will do something like that, you know? And then Maeve goes in, and she's like, I did got into the program. What about, you know, the scholarship and the money that the school might have, you know, given us? Yeah, no, she didn't care enough to actually, you know, I don't know if she did ask, but I'm pretty sure she didn't fight for Maeve to actually get the money. She will have said, oh yeah, Maeve Wiley is, you know, there's a possibility she might get in. Will she get the money? They'll say no, and she was like, okay, next subject. I don't really think she fought for it, you know? And then you have Viv, who finally realizes that she's just being used. Because of course she is the example of, like, the bright black girl, and of course she's gonna speak to the public, you know, just so they can say, oh, how progressive, you know? Fucking Hope. I mean, like, I don't think she could have been more racist in that moment. But I'm glad that Viv finally woke up, you know? Anyways. Then you have, Amy and Maeve are still fighting, and then Maeve had to go because her mom decided to take Elsie to the playground and then decided not to come back, which is terrible. She could be facing time in jail because she technically kidnapped little Elsie, and we don't know where they are, and we don't know if she has relapse or not. I mean, the judge did deny her the right to continue with her daughter, so visiting, that's all she had, you know, so yeah. And in the meantime, Maeve, I don't like it. There's a thing where you are like, you see a ship and you are like, they are meant to be. Perfect example of this, Fitzsimmons, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know if you guys have watched that. That is one ship that the universe was like, you're not gonna be together, you know, time and time and time again. It wasn't the right time. This happened. It's the most tragic love story of all times, I think. And not somehow, because of the chemistry the actors have, this is not even a gay ship, by the way, this is a straight ship I'm talking about. And they were, like, you know, so perfect for one another from the get-go, then when they actually get together and it pays off, it's beautiful. And even if the universe is trying to break them apart, you still love them. You know, you still root for them. You still are, like, madly in love with them because you know that they are right for one another, you know? And that's how you write a ship. Then from your head, from the very beginning of, like, the conception of your show, you want that couple to be endgame, you know? And you make them go through hell. Fitzsimmons went through hell, okay? Through hell. I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't watched it. It's beautiful. If you haven't watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., do yourself a favor and binge that show. It's Marvel at their greatest, okay? Greatness. I don't know how to say it. beautiful show, amazing, spectacular, never seen before. Amazing show. And Fitzsimmons, it's like the heart of that show. Okay? Thing is that very clearly the writers were like, Fitzsimmons is the endgame couple. They even had the Fitzsimmons ship name from the first episode. Okay? So this is your canon ship. Okay? And you know that from the get-go. And their ups and downs 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 and then ups and then downs and all of it, you are like, you know that they are going to be together. You know. You just know, you know? You know? No, but seriously, you know that they're going to be together. And even with the timing, with the universe screwing things up, with everything that happened with them, when they are together, there is nothing else in the world, you know? So, and with this, the writers also, I believe, have thought of Maeve and Otis as the endgame couple for the show. I do believe that with all my heart, that they said themselves, they're the endgame, but we are gonna make them, you know, suffer. And the only ones who are suffering is us. All of us who have to watch them be together and not be together. One of them fall in love with the other, but then the other is not in love with them, and they are with the other person, and then this other person is with this other person. That one is not confident enough to tell. It annoys me. It fucking annoys me. Honestly. It's the opposite response that you will want, because instead of feeling like they are meant to be, it feels like force. It feels like they are trying to tell me and put it in, like, down my throat, they are your endgame, and it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't fucking feel like that, because it has nothing to hold on to. Love? Do you really? I'm really curious if there are people out there that actually ship Maeve and Otis and are like, no, of course they're perfect for each other. No, other than because the writers want to, there's no other reason why they should be together. Why, after 3 seasons, they haven't moved on from one another. They could be the greatest of friends ever. Trust me. But no, they are decided to make them the will they, won't they type of ship. And it doesn't fucking work. Because they have said, will they, won't they, is the question. But they have actually decided they will. But, you know, we are going to instead of proving it, we're just going to force it down your throats. And it doesn't fucking work like that. Okay? Because I am getting tired. Like the previous episode, I was like, okay, finally. Maeve is going to go home. She's going to explain to Isaac that, sorry, dude, I mean, you're amazing. We do get each other. We can still be buddies, but, like, I love Otis, and I want to be with Otis. That's it. I'm sorry, you know. That's it. I thought that was what was going to happen in this episode. No. This episode, she's like, no, I'm going to still try to be with Isaac, and fuck you, Otis. Goodbye. See you later. And then everything happened with her sister, and of course she's worried about that. And then, you know, Isaac and Otis are there fighting for who will find Elsie first, so they can win over Maeve's heart, which is not what this was about. And she ends up, you know, kicking them both out, and I am just like, ugh, here we go again. I don't think we can do this dance too long. It's just getting on my nerves. That's what it's doing. Anyways, I'm sorry for that. It's just that it is getting on my nerves, guys. It's just annoying. It is annoying. Anyways, so what else we had everything that happened with Eric when he was back in Nigeria. Yeah, this is a different country, of course, different culture than us. Not for Eric, it's his culture. And he was happy. He was happy to see his grandma, his family, and everything. And you have to understand that it's very difficult, for someone that is out and proud to go back into the closet and to pretend to be who you're not. But I understand that in terms of reasons to in safety, because it's not safe in Nigeria to be queer, right? So you have to hide and you have to do all of that. And honestly, here in my country, it's not like we are progressive enough to be like, but you can, I mean, people are out, and it's difficult because we deal with a society that is like, oh, you're sinning. It was Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, Yeah, you get those people, but I don't want to say it honestly, because it might be a little bit like unfair because I have not experienced it, but maybe others might have here in my country. But I don't think it's as bad as it is in Nigeria. I don't know the laws. I don't know if it's like prohibited by law. If it is, that's the difference here, because by law is not that they're gonna encounter you and just for being gay they're gonna imprison you or something like that. That's not going to happen. But yeah, the thing is that is beautiful, that I liked though, is that this guy Oba, I think was his name, showed him right, the nightclub, the scene there, and honestly, it's something that I think a lot of people can relate to. I honestly can relate to, because like the first time, like I didn't knew many queer people. I met them through a Glee Club fan club meeting. And I met them, and I met a bunch of my friends who are queer. And I met them, right? And I went to a club, my first time going to a club, a gay club, I mean. And I was like, I was not aware, I was not around gay people, so I was like, there might be like 20 there. And I walked in, and there are hundreds of people, and I was like the same face that you see, you see Eric making, like, they were all here, bitch, because that's the thing. Queerness, whether if it's legal or not or whatever, it's going to exist, because we're everywhere. It's who you are. Like, to think that, oh, that country doesn't have any, it's just because they're hiding. They're really good at hiding. That's it, or because you're very scared, and that's why they don't come out. So that's the reason. Sorry. Why? But I did like the fact that he was like, oh, I feel like home, because this is his culture and is who he is. He's able to be who he is, and he feels free at that moment. But that has nothing to do with the fact that he kissed this guy, and I mean, spend the night. Yeah, he didn't slept with him, but they spent the night and they were cuddling and all of that, and I did not enjoy that at all. And I don't like that Eric is so, like, for Eric it was so easy to cheat on Adam, I did not like it. I know that he was feeling a little bit like, oh, my mom, why are we lying, and like I need to be free from the lies and all of that. But what does that have to do with him, with Adam and his relationship with him? I understand that they said that we're gonna take a bit of a time, but then Adam said no, and I think Eric agreed. So did not like that. Yeah, so let's see how that is handled. I did like, though, that Adam is kind of like understanding what he's good with. He is really good with dogs, and there is a future there actually for him to train dogs and to, because he really does have a beautiful connection with dogs, and so I will love to see him actually, you know, realize that, yeah, you are good at something, you know, and it's not something that is like, oh, it's not important. No, it's actually something that you can work at. There's a lot of people that will like to hire someone that, you know, knows how to, you know, make their dogs behave and things like that, you know, train them. So, yeah. And it comes so naturally for him. So, I like that. Anyways, what else happened? I did say that Amy was sad. Hope, Viv, Jackson, Cal. I think I talked about everyone else. I think I talked about everyone. And I really hope that Hope gets fire. Oh yeah, there was that moment with Michael and Jean, you know, and that him explaining. Honestly, he made me a little bit tear, you know, when he was talking about his mom and how sweet she was, and you know how he finds joy in that, you know. And I have also, you know, grown up with a mom that had to be, you know, more. She was a single mom, so she had to have both roles, and I think that in that way, she kind of like didn't know how to do both at the same time, and most of the time she was very sexist, and she was really much about like, you know, honestly telling my brother a lot of really stupid things that I don't think that have helped him into like who he is now, in terms of like, you know, he was not supposed to sing this type of songs because if he did, he will have turned out gay, and like, you know, things, stupid, sexist, homophobic things that people used to say. But now, you know, years later, she has learned a lot, and she's a lot more open-minded and a lot, you know, more like in tune with how the world has changed. But honestly, and she was also raised by someone like that. But you know, you break cycles, and that's the good thing, right? And I think that Michael is in that point where he can break the cycle with his son. You know, he's not very expressive. Reason why? Because Michael is not really expressive either, so he finds it hard to communicate, you know. So I think that having that will make him find some type of joy in his life. So I hope that he does reach out, you know, to his son, because he did everything wrong with him, by not talking him, by forcing him to be someone that he's not, by not listening and seeing that he had troubles with school, and it was not, and it's because maybe he has dyslexia, or maybe there's a problem there, that he can help it, you know, that Adam can't help it, you know, and he needs to work it out. So yeah, I really hope that he can break that cycle, you know. So here's to hoping. Anyways, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Hope you guys liked it. I don't know why this is almost a movie. We have 2 more episodes to go. I'm probably gonna react to them tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do something else after this and try to do them tomorrow, the last 2, just so we finish season 3 this week, maybe. I was gonna do a binge, but you know, I just spent almost 2 hours on one single episode. It's just that the episodes are long, and then I talk mid episode, and then I rant at the end, so it happens like this. Anyways, that is it. I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys continue supporting for more. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Uncut reaction is always posted first on Patreon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. You guys are incredible. And let me know all your thoughts on the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. I'll see you guys next time for more reaction videos for sex education. I'll see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye.